Yeah. During the festival in the past, I thought that there are probably more people.
Σ' άρεσε? Πρώτη φορά κουνείται κάτι ξένο στο στόμα μου.
You've described it as a nature documentary about humans. Could you elaborate on that?
It was important to speak about these primary relationships, which are between two girls in their late adolescence, the father-daughter relationship, the first love, in a more primal way. So this distance was kind of important to me, this distance by which I approached the subjects. And we are all like little animals anyway, with pattern behaviors, and we live in tribal societies, and we replicate patterns. So in a way, you know, by extracting the humans from the naturalism of our habitat and placing them in a more abstract environment, I think it's easier to and more clear to observe life.
Your film is part of the section Young Greek Cinema. Do you feel part of a generation, or that you and your peers have something in common as filmmakers?
There is definitely I'm not sure what to call it, a movement, awakening, where it seems that the entire country, and therefore its arts, and therefore its cinema, which is its most popular immediate art, is also waking up to something. Our films are quite different from each other, and I think that's really good and really healthy. It's each one of us, I think, is trying to develop our own language, but there is a sense of camaraderie and collaboration between us, which was completely unknown as a way to work in Greece, at least in the last 2 decades.
Κτίσαμε μια βιομηχανική αποικία στις Στάνες και πιστεύαμε ότι κάναμε μια επανάσταση. Μια μικρή επανάσταση.
Εμένα με αρέσει. Με ξεκουράζει αυτή η ομοιομορφία.
Γιατί κατά βάθος είσαι μια αισιόδοξη μπουρζουά μοντερνίστρια.
Obviously, Greece is going through a bit of a financial meltdown at the moment. How do you think that will affect the Greek film industry?
It has affected already. I mean, we're experiencing a collapse in funding. But I don't know, I'm optimistic. You know, there is a restructuring of the Greek Film Center. There is this insistence on making films despite funding, and for a kind of cinema that for a long time was mostly state funded, and the filmmakers basically would not make films unless they were funded by the state. I think finding alternative ways and making smaller movies, but also that are movies that are much more crucial.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's very well designed. Yeah.
Sounds like a game. Yeah.